Peace, family, peace. All right. Want to go back and look at some origins of things. I done talked about this subject before.
Trying to mug me off. Shut up, I'm only fucking about and that. What you mean fucking
Did
about?
a video about slavery a while back and stumbled across this. You know what I'm saying? I came up with a theory, right? So before we get started, I'm like, people make up theories, man. I don't know why it is that only Freemasons get to their theories get stamped as facts. Well, the census accepted. You know what I'm saying? So steady state theory, elastic theory, Big Bang theory. There's all theories. Theory of gravity, uh, evolution theory. You know, these are theories. So I don't want nobody to come at me for my theory because I got a theory. All right, so boom, let's do this because this is an origin video, right? Just going back to ancient times, and like I said, I believe that the world, most of the world, is under a spell. Now I'm like, well, how did they get this spell to happen? Well, we know about Hollywood. We know that they casting. Well, they're doing broadcasts. Broad meaning a mass amount of people, and cast like to cast a spell. So with knowing that you're doing, mind control and Hollywood with the MK, right? The MK is for the real magic. All right, the stage magic ain't spelled with the K, and we gonna get to the K here in a second. But yeah, Hollywood, the wood from the holly tree. So I'm like, okay, let's trace that back then. All right, so because we know Hollywood is casting spells using the broadcast. All right, so let's keep it pushing. Using the media machine, right? To capture the minds and souls of normal, regular people, right? So the Hollywood, the holly tree. Let's do this. Now, this comes from the Celtics and the Druids, right? The wood of the holly tree was used by the Druids to make magic wands. The Druids believed that the holly had magical powers, which was why they used it as wood to make magic wands. Today, certain magicians still create magic wands from the wood of a holly trees. Do you know now why the most popular entertainment industry in the USA is called Hollywood? It has to do with the magic and mind control. The controllers are using Hollywood to create movies to cast magic spells on people who are not aware of the power of sacred symbols, sound, nomics, and words. All right, so man, this is deep, man. The human body, these people, this is what they do. This is what they've been doing. They've been studying the human body and how they can trick it into doing their deeds. All right. And the best way is to use mind control. All right. So boom. So this is the Celtics and the Druids. I got to pull this picture up. My good old friend Joe Biden, right? And he's getting sworn in on the Celtic Bible. And right. And his nickname, his president's nickname, Secret Service nickname is Celtic. All right. Being sworn in on the Celtic Bible. And I'm saying this because this is gonna lead up to the next video we're gonna talk about because they just had a UFO hearing and conference, so we're gonna have to talk about that too. That's gonna be on the next video, all right? But this is about books and trees, and this is another thing. There's a weird relationship with black people and trees. All right, like all throughout this so-called history, you'll see like black people being tied to trees. So that's something else too that I want to look into, but I haven't. All right, just now for this video. So all right, this is a Grimoire. Right, this is another book of magic. All right, now I'm saying this because these people use trees, right, to make books. All right, and like I asked everybody before I debate them, have a religious debate. Did God Himself come down and write the Bible? And they usually say no. And that's when I know I can have a conversation with this person because we got a truth foundation that we can build on, a foundation of truth that we can build on. Now, all right, we can have a conversation. All right, so these people, right? We got to know who are these people who wrote this book to you. That should be the very next question. All right, so hold on. All right, we went over the book of grimoires. The term grimoire is a general name given to a variety of texts setting out the name of demons and instructions on how to raise them. All right, effectively, a grimoire is a book of black magic, which the wizards use. All right, these people are wizards, man. They are using magic. All right, that's what the MK mind control is about. The MK is for the magic. I'll show you the real magic here in a second.
You so eloquently put earlier, at a certain point, you end up losing yourself. And that's why that band system.
Now this is about these men, this cabal of men, right? This cabal of men and how they use magic to control the masses. All right, and this is tying into what I'm saying about these trees and these books. All right, now look, don't get me twisted, man. I like a good book. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe every book. What these first few books, right, starting in 3400 BC, which is when written history started taking place, right? And before that history, because people, this is my thing, man. This is the thing about evolution and all this shit. They try to make it, they want to make it seem like the further you go back in history, the dumber people are. And like we're getting smarter, but it's actually reversed. All this shit is reversed. We are headed into being cavemen and shit. That's what we are heading to. We are becoming the cavemen. That chart of evolution is actually should be reversed. The ancestors was very intelligent people, all right, and probably taught these people this. All right, so here they go. And when I'm talking about these trees and the books, I'm saying a tree helps produce thought. It produces oxygen. Oxygen helps produce thoughts. What they did was they reverse engineered what God put out for us, right, which was a tree. They chopped it down and reverse engineered it. All right, this is the most evilest thing in the world to me.
Of the downward singing, you lose yourself, but you find it all. Okay, so what they're referring to is that, like, on an initiation like what Kanye is dealing with right now, it was in his contract because it was written by Kabbalists. And they know your two-dimensional signature, which your signature is a two-dimensional imprint of you. You write that in ink, it's a special kind of pen. They slip it on you. The paper is different too. A real contract like money doesn't come on the paper that you buy at.
The paper is different too. You gotta watch this, man. You ever seen somebody or heard about somebody being in jail? They rolled up using Bible paper. The paper is different. I'm telling you, man. I'm on to something.
That you buy at Kinko's. It comes on a paper that has been woven a certain way because they're papists. They work with paper.
They're papists. They work with paper. I'm sorry.
That's why I was saying that's the tree missing link thing. There are certain trees that are aligned with what you would say is the dark side, like willows. And when you blend these trees and you write certain spells on you, so eloquently put earlier, at a certain point, you end up losing yourself.
Yeah, okay. He said, when you blend these trees, right, you putting a certain spell to it. Now look, taking a tree, right, cutting down a tree, what God made, and turning it into a man-made book, and then putting it out to a mass amount of people. All right, now this dates all the way back to Thoth, right? The Egyptian deity Thoth. He was known for books. He was known for magic. All right, so this is the perfect person to look at, or perfect deity to look at, and his name is Thoth, like thought. All right, and he's writing down. He's writing down what? He's writing down his thoughts. All right, this is one man ideals being written down and passed out to billions of minds. Okay, this is effectively a pyramid scheme. This is why the pyramids was built. This is a huge pyramid scheme. Okay, so yeah, disconnecting your consciousness, your third eye, right? Now this is the Tower of Babel too. This pyramid is Tower of Babel because they'll tell you this it's not finished. It's not complete. The pyramids in Giza is not complete. It's missing the top. This is what they was calling the Tower of Babel. The 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 crystal court that sits on top was knocked off, and that's the story. All right, so yeah, written history, like I said, started in 3400 BCE. They want to start there because this is when man took over. This is where the patriarchy started. It's been around for 6,000 years. All right, before that, it was the matriarchy, and that's why all of that history, that's not even history. That's her story. Her story don't never get talked about in the mainstream. All right, so yeah, even see Jesus with the magic wand. Like I said, these books is old. It's the 2,000-year-old book, right? And we know about the Crusades, and like I said, they had this book. They had this book, and it was going around teaching the indigenous people fear through the book. But a lot people are not connecting the books to the trees. That's what I'm here for, right? Here go the Celtics showing you how much they love trees, right? Got a tree wheel. There goes the holly tree right there. This is the Celtic. Hold on, let me pull out right quick. Trees in Celtic mythology. There's the willow. There's the holly tree, right? And there's more. Look. Elder. Can't see most of these, but I try to get a better picture, y'all. I'm gonna end up clicking on it. All right, so yeah, let's keep it pushing. All right, magic, sometimes spelled magic, is the ancient practice of rooted in rituals, spiritual divinations, and a cultural lineage. So what every week we on here pointing out rituals, right? Every week, especially with the sporting events. All right, so yeah, there's a difference between the magic. This is stage magic, the magic with just the C and not the K. All right, that's the stage magic. That's the magic they tell us about. Right, so we could think magic is fake. No, the real magic is the magic with the K. All right, and K is the 11th number. Right, 11 was like a door, like a doorway. So the doorway to your mind. Right now, look, I didn't even plan this out. So K11. This movie is called K11, and it looks like to me that they're in a mental institution. All right, and even if you think about the Netflix series Stranger Things, the little girl, her name was 11, right? And she used to control stuff with her mind, right? 11 is a mind number, mental number. Okay, so yeah, the MK, the mind control, right? He said these people are papyrus, right? They use paper, right? When they write their contracts, a contract is a four-sided, piece of paper. A piece of paper is four-sided, right? Like I said, man builds in forward, right? God builds in seven. Look at this. The G, the G is the seventh letter. Fire. This is fire. The G is the seventh letter. Like I said, God builds in seven, right? Boom. This is four. Their compass is square is four, right? One, two, three, four. And what is it doing? It's entrapping the G. It's They build contracts and contraptions. Man builds contracts and contraptions in fours to trap the G. So this is that 47 that we've been talking about, and that 74. This is it, right? But how sometimes it comes out reverse. Now 47 is when the 4 has trapped the 7. The 74 is when this is the 74, right? When you controlling your energy, your energy, your energy. All right. We got to control our energy, the inner God. The energy, the inner God, the inner you, right? Because the gang, like I said this before, gang banging comes from Freemasons. All right. Because look, the 7-4, the GD, 7-4. I should have had that 747 pulled up, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. Like I said, trapping the energy. Now this is Earth, Wind, and Fire album cover, right? You can see this would be the real you. Like I can say, I am Leo Soul, but I'm not Leo Soul. I'm the I am. If that makes sense, I can say I am Leo Soul, but I'm the part that said that I am. Leo Soul is these people. It's my clone. It's not the real me. The real me is this forever infinite being. All right. So yeah. And here go that. Okay, let's do this. Because in Sacramento, they was talking about lighting the beam. All right. Boom. Shooting the laser beam off into the atmosphere. Okay. Light the beam. Now this is dealing with Freemason cosmology, because oh man, I don't want to get ahead of myself. The event coming up, y'all, because like I said, that UFO conference hearing, buddy, everything is just lining up, man. This is some freaky shit, y'all. But yeah, they want to take this eye out. They want to open up the firmament. I said this before. All right, this is one of the founding fathers. Now, this is matter of fact, I just brought him up because, doing research on him is how I figured out, the papyrus and the papers and, wood from a holly tree, or these other dark forces trees. I'm gonna have to look at more of them. But yeah, Absalom Jones, founding father of the United States, a black man, down with the Methodist Church. I believe he ran into some Celtics in the woods, and they gave him the game, gave him the knowledge, right, and moved him to Philadelphia. Philadelphia is mentioned in the Bible, right? Philadelphia is mentioned in the Bible, along with a reference to the synagogue of Satan, right, and a mention of people being not the real Jews. Okay. Yeah, when we talk about the real Magick, all right, Aleister Crosby, he tell you about that real Magick. Like this is same. He's doing this. This is that pose that he's doing in that picture is this. Is what he's doing with the dome on top of the earth, right, and the third eye illuminated with the two pillars. And this is Aleister Crosby. They said that he summons Horus. All right. Now everything that's sacred, they try to make you scared of. All right. Everything that's sacred, they try to make you scared of. All right. So remember that too. Please hit the like button for your brother, man. Please hit the like button for your brother. Man. Somebody took a like away from me. I don't know how the hell that happened, man. So y'all know how I be around here, man. Please support by hitting that like button, hitting that share button, man. When you hit the like button, it helps push the video in the algorithm. You feel me? So, man, peace, y'all. Appreciate it. Much love. What up with it? Ray Gay Rose. That's a hard name. That's a hard name. Peace to you, brother. I'm gonna get it with y'all, man. Peace, y'all.